What if I told you Trump's new tariffs just wiped $100 billion from crypto markets overnight? Stablecoin worth over $2 billion nearly collapsed because of a single tweet. Today's Crypto Pulse Flash Update exposes the market-moving forces you need to understand right now. What's up, investors? This is Crypto Pulse by Moonward Capital, where we help professional crypto investors stay ahead of the crowd. In today's Flash Update, we're diving into two massive market movers: Trump's Liberation Day tariffs sending shockwaves through global markets, and the FDUSD controversy that briefly threatened the entire stablecoin ecosystem. Let's break down what you need to know right now about these developing situations. First, let's look at where the market stands. Bitcoin currently sitting at $83,777, down 1.12%, showing notable resilience compared to altcoins. Ethereum at $1,830, down a more concerning 2.59%, and Solana at $120.72, losing 3.19%. The Fear and Greed Index has dropped to 35.93, firmly in the fear zone and continuing its downward trend. What's especially interesting is the sector rotation we're seeing, L1S surging to 40.82% mindshare, while DeFi dropped just 4.83%. This tells us investors are seeking refuge in established Layer 1 protocols as uncertainty grows. So what exactly happened with Trump's tariffs? Yesterday marked what Trump called Liberation Day, the formal implementation of his promised tariffs. We're looking at a 25% tariff on all imported automobiles effective immediately, with a 10% baseline tariff on all imports starting April 5th. The market reaction was swift and severe, crypto losing over $100 billion in total market cap. But here's where it gets fascinating. Bitcoin has shown remarkable resilience, dropping only 1.12%, while most altcoins suffered much deeper losses. This suggests Bitcoin may be strengthening its position as a hedge against economic uncertainty, similar to gold, which just hit new all-time highs above $3,160. The keyword tariff dominated social media with 831 mentions in 24 hours, clearly showing what's on investors' minds. Now to our second major story, FDUSD drama. First Digital USD, or FDUSD, briefly depegged to 87 cents following allegations from Justin Sun that First Digital Trust is insolvent. This was particularly concerning because Binance holds about 94% of FDUSD supply, around $2.2 billion worth, creating significant concentration risk. First Digital Trust strongly denied these claims, calling them a smear campaign, and clarifying that the dispute actually involves TUSD, not FDUSD. In response, First Digital Labs burned 87 million FDUSD in the past 24 hours to stabilize the market, and the stablecoin has recovered to 99 cents. The company is also pursuing legal action against Sun for defamation. First Digital Trust is holding an AMA today at 16 o'clock HKT to address these concerns, which could be a significant market-moving event. Beyond these two major stories, several other developments deserve your attention. ACT token crashed another 22% after Binance confirmed 4 users coordinated a $1.05 million sell-off, TreasureDAO announced. It's shutting down operations due to financial difficulties. Bitcoin Mining Council set new sustainability standards targeting 75% renewable energy by 2027. Negative funding rates across BTC, ETH, and SOL suggest potential for a short squeeze if sentiment improves. So what should professional crypto investors be watching in the next 12-24 hours? First Digital Trust's AMA addressing FDUSD allegations, 16 o'clock HKT. Market reaction to Trump's full implementation of tariffs on April 5th. ETH liquidation risk if prices drop below the $1,780 threshold. Potential responses from trading partners affected by Trump's tariffs. Sector rotation continuing with L1S and meme coins gaining mindshare. The market stands at a critical juncture as Trump's tariffs reshape global trade dynamics, while stablecoin controversies undermine confidence in key market infrastructure. Bitcoin's resilience suggests it may be strengthening its position as a hedge against economic uncertainty, but investors should remain cautious as the full impact of these tariffs unfolds in the coming weeks. That's your Crypto Pulse Flash update for April 3rd, 2025. If you found this analysis valuable, Make sure to subscribe to Moonward Capital for our next update in 12 hours as these situations continue to develop. Until then, this is Crypto Pulse, helping you stay ahead of the crowd.